Still Scrolling is back on the airwaves just for you and your ears only. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Justin.
I'm Derek.
I'm Stefania.
And we'll get that intro quicker next time. Welcome to Still Scrolling, the only podcast you'll need about all the pop culture news in your news feed. Today, we have a big show. Not as big as last week, because we are post-Oscars. Some of us got some good predictions. Some of us had some bad ones. But overall, what are our thoughts about how the ceremony went? Did we love it? Did we loathe it? Because, in my opinion, I think Conan O'Brien bombed.
Wow. Okay. I didn't
no
expect
reaction. Dang.
Yeah.
I think he did okay. I think he did
Okay.
fine. But I think overall the show was not as well balanced as it could have been.
Interesting.
So
okay.
I missed all the fun stuff basically because I tuned in late. So from the moment I tuned in on, I was bored. I was just kind of like, oh, okay. I guess I'll just go to bed, right?
Bored? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Dang.
Yeah.
Stefania, were you also bored?
Well, I was like tuned in for the beginning of it, but then I had to go back and forth between like when I hit commercial to going and exporting stuff on my computer because I had to like check in on it once in a while to see when it was done. So at one point I like sat up, I missed like a good maybe 30 minutes of the show because I was sitting here working on stuff because I had to. And every time I went back down and like watch, I was like, I don't know. But I'm usually like that with a lot of award shows nowadays where it's just, I mean, over here on the East Coast, it's late for us. So like when it hits, they actually started earlier this year. So it started at 7 o'clock for us instead of 8. So it didn't end at 11. So it was a little better, but I don't know. Obviously, like being there would be very different, or being at an Oscar party, probably watch party would be very different than just sitting at home and watching it. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed some performances and yeah.
So Stefania is slowly trying to campaign to get her invited to the Oscars next year. That's what I'm hearing.
I mean, yeah.
That's what I heard. Anyways,
Let's make it happen.
I think the ceremony itself was pretty fine, pretty paint by numbers, to be honest with you. Like the ceremony part of it, I just think Conan was really dry at the beginning. This is coming from someone who didn't grow up on Conan. I know a lot of people did, and he was just kind of boring. There was no real surprises. There was no real risk taken. You know, even the song that they sang was kind of like, okay. Like, we don't want to waste your time, but the joke is that they're wasting their time. I don't know. It just seemed meh all around.
Yeah.
Some highlights include a little bit of a surprise because Best Picture, Anora, who saw that coming? I did not see that coming.
Nope.
Mikey Madsen, Best Actress, did not see that coming. Incredible. We have Wicked winning for production design as well, and a couple other of things that like really like set me off. I think one of the worst parts of the ceremony is Best Original Song when that got announced and won. Did you guys remember that moment?
Yeah.
Oh God, no, don't.
I went online immediately after to see what people were saying, and everyone was just cringing so hard at that. Even like when I went on TikTok and scrolled it and saw, oh my God.
Yeah.
It was so
A good buddy
awkward.
of mine like did I don't want to call it an analysis, but he did like a breakdown of the moment, and it's kind of like these people are either so fucking full of themselves that they thought like, you know, I'm gonna go on here and I'm gonna do this, or they're trolling everybody because they know how controversial the movie was, but they still won, which is still kind of being full of yourself. So it's like there's no scenario where you look at that and be like, good for them. You know, like it was just an a-hole move through and through.
Yeah. I mean, like, even the audience just, there was barely any they didn't know what was happening, and so and they also went on a little too long. Like they, I
Yeah.
thought they were gonna stop after like the first
No, she
Amelia.
kept
She
going.
kept going, and the audience was kind of like, okay, get off.
That might have been one of my worst moments. But let's go
Mhm.
around the room and say what our best moment and what our worst moment is from the entire night. Starting with Derek.
My worst moment of the Oscars was in the press room after Zoe Saldana won Best Supporting Actress. She was in the press room and she was asked, what are her thoughts about the Mexicans that are offended by Emilia Perez, the movie. And up until this point, I think I've been pretty much like, you know what, she did a good job. She is that one redeeming quality of that terrible film. But her response to that question was basically like very dismissive, very like, I'm sorry that you felt offended. The question specifically was, how do you feel, or what are your thoughts on the Mexicans that are offended at the portrayal of Mexico, given that it's the heart of the movie? And Zoe's response was basically like, I'm sorry that you felt offended, but that's not the heart of the movie. The heart of the movie is, XYZ. And she just answers like the interpretation, female empowerment, that kind of deal, which is fine. She's not wrong about what the heart of the movie is. But I think the point there, the opportunity there was to acknowledge that the movie came up short and that these people feel very valid in feeling embarrassed by the portrayal of Mexico in the movie. And she just kind of ignored that. And she just kind of made it about like, well, actually, you're wrong. And it kind of led me down a rabbit hole. And I don't want to speak too much on it because I'm not super well versed, but apparently Zoe Saldana did not want to go by Saldana not too long ago. She very clearly made it like, I am a black person type of approach when she was like getting started in her career. So it just kind of adds to the fire now where it's like, are you Latina or are you not? Because you've been winning all these awards. You've been bragging about how it's like empowering for you and your people. But here you are like shitting on other Latin people because, it doesn't agree with you. And then your past is kind of questionable. You're kind of like ethnic based off of what's convenient for you in the moment. And not to sound like a, Kamala all of a sudden became black. I don't want to sound like that either, right? But it left me with a super bad taste in my mouth seeing the way that she answered that, because I think the reason Emilia Perez did not win more awards is because those votes ended up getting split once all the controversies started coming out, once all the backlash, once all the feedback from general audiences started coming out. And that's why Honora and Mikey ended up winning. And that's why it's so surprising, because that movie, she would not have won those awards had the voting stayed the way it was staying.
Here's the
So that's
thing.
my very long-winded, terrible moment of the night.
Yeah, cancel Derek. If you're listening to this, right? Hashtag cancel Derek in the comments. But Zoe Saldana has not been for us for a long time. I've looked at Zoe Saldana. I've looked at Zoe Saldana weird ever since she played Nina Simone. All right, Stefania, do you know who Nina Simone is?
No.
Oh, great.
Perfect. I know
Okay.
I was gonna say inform me. There we go. Inform me.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna inform you, you little. Okay, all right.
White girl.
No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. You porcelain person.
It's wintertime. I know I'm pasty.
Here's the thing. I need you to look at Zoe Saldana right now. Picture her in your mind. You right? Show the picture and the clip that you're gonna post on this, right? And now look a picture at Nina Simone. Look at a picture of Nina Simone. She's clicking. She's clicking.
I get it.
Like, what the heck? And she
get it.
changed her nose. She was pulling a Bradley Cooper before it was cool. Like, Oh my
Yeah. That
gosh.
was part of that rabbit hole I went down, which was that like, oh, she shouldn't be taking this type of role. Yeah. So it's been very much like, good for her. She won an award. Like, there's not much else to say other than like,
She won.
if
We
you're,
can't complain.
yeah, yeah, like good for her, I guess.
Good for her. I'm
Yeah.
gonna shake my fists angrily in the air, but that's about it. That's all we could do. But I, I just, I felt weird about Zoe Saldana ever since then. If you're not black, that's fine. If you want to be Puerto Rican, that's fine. But don't play Nina Simone, who's one of the most like
She's
I don't know.
Dominican.
Oh wait. Oh no! Don't cancel me! No, no, no!
There we go. Can we go for three? Can we go for all three today?
Wait! No, no, no! Please, please, don't cancel me! Please, please! I have a family. Please, I just, you know what?
Who's gonna
I
feed Freddy?
no, no. I'm sorry. I had to bring it back. Sorry. Anyway, whenever someone does something vaguely cancelable, we're sending them to jail. But anyway, what was your best moment, Derek?
That's a good question. I liked Dune getting some love. I think it
Oh,
won
what
for
did it win?
best cinematography. Was it? No, not best cinematography. It's best visual effects and
Nice,
score.
nice.
Wait, no,
Okay.
not score. What was it that it got?
Good question.
It got 2 awards.
Dune
And
2 won Best Sound.
right, that's what it was. Sound and visual effects. And I think that tracks. You're not gonna give it one of the big awards, at least give it a couple of the less like known awards, and it's better than nothing. I like that. I think this Oscars was the smallest pool of movies since like 1992 or 1991 or something like that.
Probably because of the
So
strike. Or
yeah,
no,
it could
yeah.
be the strike and just like the release schedules got weird and mixed up and stuff. So it was just kind of a very just like you said, by the numbers, paint by numbers type of show. And then just down to the awards, the movies didn't really hit the same this year for me, you know?
Interesting. Stefania, best and worst moments of the Oscars last night.
I'll go with worst moment first. I'd say worst moment was probably Adrian Brody with his
That's in my
acceptance
best.
speech.
Interesting. Why is it the worst?
I don't know. It felt like way too dragged on. He
He's got
like
a
he literally cut off like the exit music and kind of like it's kind of like an insult to them, if I'm being honest. Like he kind of insulted them a bit, but um not to say other actors haven't done that before where like they talk over the music or like tell them to stop, whatever. I don't know. But it just I felt weird about it. And I know a lot of people felt weird about it as well. But then he said he was gonna wrap up, and he went on for like 6 minutes. So, yeah, I anyway, that was kind of like an awkward moment for me.
Interesting. I thought it was kind of like, chill out. I'm Adrian Brody, two-time Oscar winner. Cut the
But
music.
yeah,
I've
I'm
done this
two-time winner.
before.
it's funny because
Yeah,
he
play me off.
he's won 2 Oscars for 2 different Holocaust movies.
Listen, when you have a niche, stick with it. Us as
I
content
mean,
creators should know that niching down works.
I
Okay.
I saw The Pianist like years ago, I think in high school, or whatever, and it was great, and I was very sad. So like I'm not gonna say it was bad or anything. I just was like, oh, he won for 2 Oscars, same category for 2 different Holocaust movies. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it was like, not that I hated the speech or anything. It's just I felt awkward listening to it, and then it went on for like 7 minutes. So
Interesting.
yeah,
It's
Okay.
like je ne sais quoi, but like in a bad way. You know how they
yeah.
usually you hear that
No.
expression when it's something good, like oh, it has that je ne sais quoi.
Well,
It
then
was
wouldn't there be an expression for what's the expression for like the bad though? You can't. like you can't say je ne sais quoi but a bad way.
But
You
that
could
just means
find the
like,
word for bad.
yeah, that just means like I don't know what, you know, je ne sais quoi, I don't know what. It's got like a, so it's just like that, but
It
Should
was
I
just,
say nah? Okay,
uh,
I'll stop. I'll stop. All right, we're
je
done.
ne
We're
sais
done.
now.
Damn.
best moment. Well, I really loved Cynthia and Ariana opening the show.
Solid.
Cynthia
I forgot about that.
always
Yeah.
always slaying. That was a beautiful performance by both of them. I think that's the only one that really like hit me. Yeah.
It's a little weird that they had
That's it.
Cynthia and Ariana perform, but then they didn't win anything for like music or anything like that. Instead, Emilia Perez got like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Well, I didn't think Wicked was gonna win a lot. I mean, they won a few, but none of like the huge categories, basically. Um,
Do
I mean,
you
there's
think
other
that? Oh,
moments of the Oscars, but it's like kind of like a blur for me because I was, like I said, back and forth between watching it and like doing my work and stuff. So I'm kind of like mixed around. We could talk about that in memoriam. I found out what the song they used was after.
the lacrima. Yeah.
I didn't watch it live, but I found out on TikTok.
terrifying.
Yeah,
Terrifying. So scary. That music was giving you're next.
literally.
Yeah.
But I
Jeez.
learned that music was actually used for funerals when obviously it was first composed, and I wish I don't know when that was, but apparently that's the song they used for funerals. But now it's portrayed as like something is coming for you. So
Dang. Very scary. I liked Adrian Brody's speech. I thought it was a cool moment because you don't get a lot of like I don't know, plan goes wrong or gets diverted a lot. So when it happens, we're like, is this real? Like Oscar slap or Moonlight, you won Best Picture. And then, and compared to that, this is very small. Just Adrian Brody asking for more time. You know what I mean? But as far as I guess best and worst moment has to be Amelia Perez winning Best Original Song. Awkward, unneeded, unnecessary. What a great way to ensure you're not coming back.
yeah, yeah.
Like, let's wrap this up.
Especially because the other nominees were better.
Extremely better. Like, not even
Yeah.
close. Like, come on, dude.
Let me look at
Like,
the list.
not good. But I don't think it was the worst Oscars ever. I think it was a B, a solid B. B minus, B plus, a solid B. You know? That's what I'm giving it.
Amelia Perez had 2 songs in the original song category.
Mm-hmm.
Split the vote. Or
Yeah.
actually, no, they didn't because it still won anyway. What the heck?
Yeah, yeah.
You know? But we're going to keep it moving with some more movie news that we scrolled upon last week. But something big happened. We felt a disturbance in the force. See what I did there? See that transition? Sorry. I'll see myself out. Kathleen Kennedy is going to retire by the end of 2025. The word on the street says this. And Kathleen Kennedy said that it may be true, but she's not going to retire from acting forever. By the end of 2025, they are looking for possible replacements. Those are her exact words.
Wait, acting?
A transition. No. To make the transition as smooth as possible.
Yes.
But there's no like official when she's leaving.
Yes, they are
Okay.
actively
Okay.
looking for other people to make the transition as soon as possible.
Gotcha.
To me,
I
that
was like,
sounds
she's
like-
acting?
No, she's not acting. Well, she's acting as the head of Lucasfilm.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
not the acting that I. Anyway.
Go home. Let's just log out. Just log out. But anyway, I'm a little concerned because the fandom menace was having a field day about defeating the evil empire, in their words. But so, Stefania, as a member of the fandom menace who hates women in Star Wars, what do you think about Kathleen Kennedy retiring?
I didn't people want her out a long time ago?
A lot of people wanted her out.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's kind of like recently I've been hearing like people say Feige needs to get out, right? I've been hearing a few people, and not like Rob Liefeld, the creator of
Mm-hmm.
Deadpool. He said it. To get like a
Okay,
fresh
Rob.
face in there, fresh brain, I guess, in there. But like, I'm not saying he's right. Um, but in this case, where a lot of people are saying for Kathleen Kennedy to skedaddle, if a lot of people are saying it, then maybe it's time. I don't know.
What do you think?
What I think? Well, I haven't really caught up with a lot of Star Wars projects recently, so I don't not really like too in
Has
tune.
Stefania watched anything on this podcast?
Listen,
I think she's watched anything. I don't
She's
think
too
she's
busy
read anything.
cataloging her fictional boyfriend's heights.
Oh!
And like, yeah. She's too busy reading books.
Don't call me out
Ugh.
like that. Like, it was one time. Actually, no, it's multiple times. Anyway,
Oh my god!
listen, you need a visual, okay? I like to have a visual.
A
That's
visual
another.
of what? A visual of what?
I'm the height, bro. This is not that kind of show.
Go to her feed.
Hey,
Go to her
yo,
feed.
Hey,
Yeah.
Lock her up. Lock her up.
Okay,
Anyways.
this is a story. We could do a whole episode on book talk, but we're not going to. Anyway, so I think I've watched like a few I watched Andor. Okay, I enjoyed Andor from what I've seen because I didn't finish the season.
Oh my god.
Stefania, watch the show. Watch
Okay,
a show.
To
please.
be fair, I didn't finish the show because my mental state at the time was not good. Anyway, but I will finish it.
I mean, okay. But get back to work, okay?
I will.
Yo.
You know, I don't really have a problem if Kathleen Kennedy leaves or stays. Whatever Star Wars project comes out, I'm gonna watch. I will watch. Okay, I will.
That's what she said about all the other projects we talked about.
Listen, I say I will watch. I never say when I will watch.
Okay. Let's go down the line. All right. Have you seen The Force Awakens?
Okay, yes, I've seen all the Star Wars movies.
All
I
the
know.
Star Wars movies.
Yes.
Okay. Have you seen Ahsoka?
No.
Have you seen Obi-Wan?
Yes.
Skeleton Crew?
No.
Andor?
Up until episode 7.
Clone Wars?
Yeah, oh yeah, I've seen like all the original Star Wars stuff. Yeah, Clone Wars,
Okay.
the movie, Clone Wars, yeah.
Bad Batch.
Rebels. Not Bad Batch, no. That was my next after. Bless you. Damn, bless you.
Sorry.
Rebels? Have you seen Rebels?
Rebels, I've seen Rebels. I was gonna watch Bad Batch after Rebels, but then I got sidetracked.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I am known for being told to watch things and then saying okay, and then I never watch them. That is what I am known for best.
Okay.
Okay.
The Acolyte. Have you seen The Acolyte?
Yes.
Okay. Something.
But only for Manny Gencito, not for like the actual story.
No, I watched for the actual story.
Okay.
I did. I did.
How tall is Manny Gencito? Go.
Bro, I don't know. Listen, I only know book boyfriend heights, okay? I don't go looking up actors' height, actually.
Lock
Actually-
her up. Lock her up.
That's cap.
We're done.
Straight to jail.
I'm done exposing myself, guys. Okay, next person.
Okay, Derek. Are you excited for Kathleen Kennedy to step down?
I am.
what?
I think it's way overdue that Star Wars stops being so woke and pandering to 1%
no.
of the population. Okay? I think if they could put a plan together, then yeah, go for it. Like, what's she gonna do? Work for Lucasfilm for eternity? Like, if she wants to retire, if that's where she's going, that's fine. But I also don't see this as some sort of like, Return of the Jedi, Ewoks dancing by the fire, the fireworks of the Death Star. Like, it's not a good thing either necessarily, because Kathleen Kennedy didn't ruin Star Wars. like Disney Plus ruined Star Wars.
Whoa,
Like
those are big
capitalism
words. Okay,
ruined Star
okay.
Wars, right? Like it's not that she was the issue. She just gets a bad rap because the same people that are saying she ruined Star Wars because of X, Y, and Z projects are ignoring the fact that she also was in charge for like all the good stuff that they like from the past 15 years. So it's kind of just like if she stays or she goes. I don't personally care. I just think this is more bantha fodder for the fandom menace to just yell about online.
Okay,
When did she
interesting.
first start at Lucasfilm? Oh, 2012.
Uh,
Okay.
2012. So everything from since 2012 has been the Kennedy era, if you will.
Gotcha.
So
Well,
right.
I
Kennedy
mean,
in charge, I think. I think she was part of it before, just not like the head.
yeah,
No?
the president, she became president of Lucasfilm, in 2012. Yeah.
Um, I gotta keep it real with you guys. Gotta keep it real. I'm not gonna fuel the fandom menace, but the state of Star Wars as of March 3rd, 2025 is bad. It's real bad. Like, unironically, no bullshit, it's bad. And I don't
Yeah.
think it's, and for the most part, it is not a quality issue. But we haven't had a Star Wars movie in 5 years now. 5 years.
Yeah.
And like as much as like I want to give Kennedy the credit because the hits hit. Force Awakens hit. Last Jedi hit. Rogue One hit. Solo hit, in my opinion.
I will
Mandalorian
say
hit.
Last Jedi didn't hit as much as I'd hoped.
I'm talking box office, like
Oh, box office, yeah.
hit. But is The Last Jedi worth it for all the grief that we've had? I love The Last Jedi, but has it been worth it?
It's not worth it, I don't think, because in the next movie it basically retcons everything.
Yes, I
So-
love The Last Jedi. These last 8 years of Star Wars has been hell. The because of the fucking division, The Last Jedi. It's been so bad being a Star Wars fan. It's not fun anymore. I'm so tired of like arguing about like whether or not bricks exist in space or fire exists in space. I'm so done.
That's one of the reasons why I have not watched a lot of Star Wars stuff because of that. It's just it doesn't. Whoa! What the hell? Oh, sorry, my computer just did something. It's because nothing has really hit for me for a long time with Star Wars, so that's kind of why I've like not been so into the fandom lately.
Yeah. And as much as I love the hits, the bad ones are bad. Book of Boba Fett was bad. It was real bad. It was rough.
Yeah, but that was a sweet spin move.
Oh Lord.
Here's the thing, though. There's some. I want to defend the projects.
Yeah.
But give me something to defend. Give me something real to defend. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I couldn't defend it. I really couldn't. Andor was really hard to watch. To me personally, week to week, I had to wait till it all came out until I was like, damn, that's a good show. Because it was very, very slow. You know, no one's watching Tales of the Jedi. Ahsoka fell apart at the end. Something's happening. Something is in the water, and something needs to be corrected. And,
There's
go ahead. I think a lot of blame is put on Disney Plus. The Disney Plus mandate and COVID. Seeing that everything looks like it's filmed in the volume and nothing is touchable is like really messed up Star Wars. I think Star Wars deserves to be on the screen. I'm tired of Star Wars television shows. Obi-Wan should have been a movie. Andor should have been a movie. Ahsoka should have been a movie. I'm tired of it, Grandpa. I'm done. I'm done with Disney Plus shows that are only 6 episodes just so you can get another hit at the subscription Apple so it can go like between quarters. I'm done. Please. Star Wars deserves to be on the movie screen. And it languishes without it. You know what I mean? I don't know. maybe I'm on my high horse again. Let me know if I'm bugging, guys.
No, you hit the nail on the head. That's why,
Yeah.
like, I don't care whether Kathleen Kennedy stays or goes because she was never the problem. The problem was the mandate to produce. So that could have been her, it could have been anybody else. And they still would have had the direction of give me 10 shows within the next 5 years. And let's see what happens. And Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau can only do so much, right? Like, I know Filoni writes a bunch of this, but there's no way he's splitting his attention that way successfully. It's not scalable for him.
I
So
don't know if I like Dave Filoni's direction of Star Wars. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's just
I think
whenever
it's just
oh, go
too
ahead.
expansive. It's so expansive. There's so much that can be done that just by default, it could be Dave Filoni, it could be Justin Jordan, right? Your
Ooh.
vision is still such a like small portion of the literal galaxy that you almost get kind of like, okay, I get it. You know what I mean? Because you can look at all these projects and be like, that's a Dave Filoni thing. That's another Dave Filoni. Oh, that's a Jon Favreau thing that he likes to do in the writing or the cinematography. Like, it's very clear their signatures on it. It's just there's so much that can be done that it's hard to just not get fatigued, so to speak, with these stories. So
Yeah, it was rough. I hope when I take over Lucasfilm, I will be in charge. And then we're getting Star Wars 10, 11, 13, all of it.
You
in
forgot
theater.
12.
Fuck it. We're skipping 12.
to
I
be
don't know.
There
clear
is gonna
though,
be.
go.
What? What?
There. You go ahead, Derek.
Okay, so to be clear though, I'm gonna watch all of this shit. Like, I don't it I'll watch the prequels over and over again, and they are literally the worst movies in the entire franchise.
Okay, what's
So-
the breaking point then? What's the true breaking point? What would Star Wars or any of these franchises have to do to be like, all right, I'm out. I'm done.
You would have to give me like 4 Book of Boba Fett's in a row,
Mm.
and then I'd be like, oh shit, okay, something's wrong here. You know what I mean? Because it's understandable. You're not gonna have a hit after hit after hit after hit. You're gonna have like hit 8 out of 9, 8 out of 10, 6 out of 10, hit 9 out of 10. Like, it's gonna vary project to project. But if you're giving me like 4 Book of Boba Fett's in a row, that for me is gonna be like, all right, I'm not wasting my time on this anymore.
Okay, interesting.
Well, there is going to
Interest-
be. They announced another Star Wars movie coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mandalorian and
also,
Grogu.
well,
Get the
actually,
fuck
so
out.
too then, because there's supposed to be one with Rey too. But we have to see at Star Wars Celebration what they announce. So, we have to wait till when is it in the summertime this year?
Okay, over under. We actually see the Ray movie. Over under 30%.
I don't know what a over under means. Which one is good?
Is
Which
it
one
the
means
chances?
it's happening?
The chances of seeing a Ray movie, are they over 30% or under 30%?
I think over.
I
think
would say
over.
over.
Yeah.
Under.
Really? You don't think
Remember
they'll
when
do
they
a Rey movie?
You forget that I remember every fucking thing. remember when the Boba Fett movie came out? No, it got turned into a Disney Plus show. Remember when they announced the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie? No, it got turned into a Disney Plus show. I think Ray gets a Disney Plus show.
I think it's going to be a movie just because Rey had 3 movies already, and it would kind of be a shame for them to just give her a series when we know there's a whole new generation of Force users out there.
Uh-huh.
And just putting it in a show, I think people would get really pissed off if it was a show and not a
They
movie.
would get pissed off. They're still gonna do it.
I think they would make a lot more money if it was a movie instead of it being a show.
absolutely. For
So
sure,
if they're going to
for
look
sure.
at the financial route of it, a movie would be much better.
Interesting. Okay, speaking of making money, someone's getting fired at Disney. And it's not Kathleen Kennedy. It's whoever released the concept art of all of these Avengers stills. So, for the record, have you guys seen all of the released pictures? before we talk about them,
Yes.
okay, yeah, are you sure, Stefania?
I'm looking at them right now.
I swear to God, if you say I've seen it, and then you're like,
We
oh no, I
literally
actually
sent
didn't
them in
watch
the
it.
group chat. I've seen them.
Derek, have you seen it?
Yes, sir.
Guys, big news. Dupe is gonna be in the MCU.
Dupe.
We did it. We did it. We made it, chat.
Not just Dupe, but God Emperor Dupe.
Avengers Doomsday is here. I could not believe it. I was
Hold on.
flipping.
I have one. Avengers Doomsday.
I just said that, motherfucker.
You did? Oh, I'm so sorry. I was laughing.
did.
I was laughing.
Did. Straight to jail. Done. You guys should have never given me control over his soundboard. This is so evil. I'm so done.
I love how we thought he came up with that.
I thought. I
You
did.
thought?
I did.
You know what? We need to find a replacement for Derek. Anyway. But yeah, if you guys have seen the leaked concept art, we're gonna talk about it now. There could be spoilers going into a movie that comes out next year, but spoiler alert for if you don't want to be spoiled. But anyways, we have a lot of posters. We have one of Doctor Doom in a throne room. It's medieval times, something like that. We also have Star-Lord and Vision being roommates. Or were they roommates?
And they were roommates.
We
if
have...
you rebuild the ship, is it the same ship, Star-Lord?
Oh shit! No, the fan fiction's gonna write itself. Don't do it. We have a picture with 3 Hulks. We have a Bruce. We have Jennifer, and we have a Scar, maybe with someone a
With
Hulk
hair.
with
With
like
hair.
something. I don't know. Like, is it Scar or is it an alternate reality Bruce Banner?
Right.
We don't know. But anyway, we also have a shot of all the young Avengers. That includes Hawkeye, Stature, Speed, Wiccan, Miss Marvel, Wong, and Star-Lord, and Dupe. In the background, we also have a look at a possible new Black Panther, which is insane to me, and a couple of other black and white images that you guys can Google on your own time if you're listening to the podcast. What is the most surprising, besides Dupe, thing in these pictures, Derek? Go.
I like the medieval time. I like the, that it's not just going to be like, oh, future battle world amalgamation of different worlds. It's going to just be like set in a low-tech type of environment, which I think helps Doom stay in power, because it's like God Emperor, but also like I wouldn't be surprised if it's like, oh, but there's technology behind it all, and that's like their way into defeating him or something. I don't know. But I just like the aesthetic of it all.
Interesting. Okay. Stefania, are you surprised at anything in these photos? Not photos, art.
I'm gonna be honest, I am surprised about seeing God Emperor Doom, because while I was really hoping they were going to do that, I didn't think Marvel would actually do it. So this is proof that they are going to do Secret Wars based off of the 2015 Secret Wars run and not the 80s run. And looking at this artwork now, I love the Renaissance setting. And also the fact that more proof that this is the 2015 Secret Wars is the fact that what's her name? What's
Kate
his
Bishop.
No.
Miss Marvel.
I'm so bad
Stature.
with names.
Who are you?
No.
She-Hulk.
Jocasta?
Invisible Woman, damn it. What's her name? Sue
Sue
Storm.
Storm.
You don't know the Invisible Woman's name?
I forgot her name. I had a listen, I've been getting heated a lot tonight with the book talk stuff. And now okay. Girl, I need a fan.
Just Just clock out. Just clock out. We're done.
It is. Oh, anyway. So yeah. Well. So Sue Storm. Okay.
Why are you seeing Sue Storm in this concept art?
Sue Storm is standing right next to. Exactly. So I'm delusional.
No, I'm supporting you because she's invisible. Come on, guys.
Okay.
I think we have to clock out. We're done. We are so done.
But Sue Storm is standing right next to Dupe.
Yes. Dupe?
Yes. It's Sue Storm and their kid, because
Franklin?
that's what, yes, Franklin Richards. Because that's what happens they also have a daughter as well, but I don't see her. In the 2015 Secret Wars, Dupe is married to Sue Storm. And yeah. Anyways, that was a lot. Can someone else go next?
Okay. I'll take it from me. I think there are some actually surprising things. Not surprising, but confirms a couple of visions that they had about this.
Vision.
Doctor Strange being a not servant but a helper to God Emperor Doom. That's accurate to the comics. I'm very curious to see about his medieval wardrobe. That's actually surprising me. They're not going the original Secret Wars. They're going with 2015, which means I wonder if we're gonna get a Council of Thor, not like the Thor Corps, where everyone is has hammers and stuff like that, and they act as Doom's sheriff force or police force and stuff like that. I'm not sure if that's Kate Bishop holding whoever is kneeling on the ground in front of Doom. I'm not sure. That's just a blonde woman. But I think that making Avengers a period piece is a strong move. I want to see it. I love to see it. But this is Avengers Doomsday. So if we're doing Battle War or Battle World in Avengers Doomsday, what are they saving for Secret Wars, if that makes any sense? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. Is this confirmed that this is Doomsday artwork, or it could just be
Avengers Doomsday artwork. And I want it to be said, for the record, not everything that is concept art makes it into the actual movie. There was some concept art of Doctor Strange taking on the Iron Man suit. That never happened in the actual movie, But we found White Vision, and he's hanging out with fucking Star-Lord? Bro. I knew he was a Republican. White Vision. I knew it! And then it's gonna clip to whatever Star-Lord's doing, and then his grandpa's gonna be listening to Fox News. It's gonna be a whole thing. But I also think that it's one of the things that I do actually want to talk about is the lineup of the Young Avengers, because some people are here and some people aren't here. Specifically, Patriot is not here. Loki is not here. But the most surprising person who's not here, America Chavez, is not here. Weirdly not here. I would have thought that she's a dead ringer for the Young Avengers, but did she not work in Doctor Strange 2? Did she not I don't know, the test screenings weren't good? But we have a Hawkeye, a Stature, Speed. So I guess they do save him in Vision Quest. Maybe Tommy does find his brother. And a Wong without a Doctor Strange. So Derek, what do you think about the Young Avengers current lineup? There's only 5 of them.
I think it's fine. I think we're maybe having a little bit too much of teams fatigue here.
Teams? What do you mean?
Yeah, because look, the Avengers right now don't exist, so I get it.
We need them.
Right. And then we're going to have the Thunderbolts, the Avengers when they come back around, the X-Men when they're coming up now, the Young Avengers. So it's all right, we get it. There's teams. I think America Chavez is just too powerful, so they just didn't write her into the story. I think they're just yeah, I think it's going to be oh, well, this would just be one hell of a Deus Ex Machina, so she can't be in it. Or this is how Doom made all of this happen. Maybe he did what Wanda was trying to do, but for his own nefarious reasons, and this is how he came to power.
Okay, okay.
Well, so I have an interesting question. I'm looking at the Young Avengers concept art. Now, we know all these actors, right? But who is Speed? Like, whose face do they use for Speed?
If I had to put money on it, you know who that looks like?
Who?
He was in Game of Thrones. He played the kid that helped Bran. What's his name?
That he dies, yeah.
But he dies.
Gotta look at the cast.
He was in The Maze Runner as well.
Oh,
Hold on, let me
hold
look.
on.
Thomas Brody's Sangster. That's who he looks like to me.
Wait, yes. Yes, he does. But hold on. I look at it again.
I think he could be Speed.
Yeah, that does look like him.
Yeah.
Huh.
Could be.
You just cracked the code, Justin.
You did
I
it.
did it. I did it. And then
We
the
scooped
red
it.
dot's gonna form on my forehead, and Kevin Feige's like, "I'm clear to take the shot."
Whoa, wait, hold on. He's 34 years old.
Well, how old is Joe Locke?
Joe Locke is like 25?
21.
21?
Well, the ages don't have to be the same.
No, you could look like you're 21 years old, but be 34. Yeah.
But also, Tommy wasn't. Hold on. Tommy.
They might not be the
Vision.
same age.
Wait, Billy. Okay, Billy. Yes, they might not be the same age because
But
they
they're
have
twins.
They have new bodies.
Yeah.
Wait, Stefania, did you watch Agatha
Oh,
all along?
bro.
I did, yeah.
Oh,
I know, yeah. I know that. Listen,
They have
don't
new
question me
bodies.
about Marvel stuff. I've seen every single Marvel thing. It's just Star Wars I'm iffy about.
Agents of Shield.
I watched until season 3, then I got bored.
Yeah,
And
same
I
here.
I
had to-
never watched Agents of
yeah.
Shield. Well,
I tried to watch Defenders, and I was like, I'm bored, so I stopped.
Yeah. That was I
Defenders?
hated
Yeah.
Defenders.
It wasn't good.
Really? I
Mhm.
liked Defenders. Why didn't you like Defenders?
It was boring.
Yeah.
Back to Avengers. I think that's the kid from Game of Thrones, and that's gonna be Speed. But anyway, I don't really care about Speed because remember the last speedster who had Maximoff in their family name?
Well,
he was
for
not
legal
bulletproof.
reasons.
Yeah, he was not bulletproof. But also, remember the last speedster, Makari? Never saw her again.
She was cool though.
She was cool. She's probably the fastest speedster we've seen in this universe, and we're never seeing the Eternals again, are we?
Well, we might
Yeah.
get like cameos in some
Yeah.
future. No, what's funny
Kingo has
is
to come back.
we are never seeing Harry Styles again.
We don't know. What if Doomsday
We are
opens with
never-
the Eternals dying, just like blown out the sky?
But like the whole post-credit scene of Eternals, where like Eros comes in because he like needs him for something. But what for? Are we ever gonna know?
Good
We ain't
question.
we ain't seeing Harry Styles again. If anything, it'd be really funny if they just recasted him.
Who would you recast Harry Styles with, huh?
I don't know. I'm not saying they should, but I think it'd be really funny if they did recast him.
Honestly, very sad.
I love Harry Styles. Don't
Justice
get me
for
wrong.
Internals. Justice for Internals. That was fucked up. What happened? Anyway.
Oh yeah.
I'm really excited for it. We'll see if any of these concept arts actually pull out. But before we go and move on to the next topic, we have to talk about the Black Panther concept art. We're getting another T'Challa. And does this guy look like anyone to you? The T'Challa in this concept art?
Maybe?
The face is familiar. I can't
Okay.
I don't remember the name though.
I'm calling it now. I think that's Damson Idris.
I gotta look him up.
types.
Sorry. How do
He
you
was
spell
in
his name?
Snowfall. Damson, Damson, Idris, as in
Ah.
Elba.
Let me see. Let me go back and forth. Okay.
I think that's him in the concept art.
If it is, he looks a bit older in the concept art.
Yeah. An older T'Challa, or maybe it's not even T'Challa. Maybe it's another Black Panther,
Could be.
I could
like
see it. I could see
Chub-
it.
T'Challa or something. I don't know. His dad was named T'Chaka. Okay,
I know.
T'Challa, T'Jabba. It's a
It's a Jabba the
it's
Hutt.
a natural leap. Okay, don't get on me. Okay, I think that's Damson Idris right there.
It's in the Jaka. That'd be cool.
Ooh, are you talking about Sterling?
Yeah.
Oh,
No. Sorry, I meant Killmonger, but Sterling would actually also be a pretty good one too.
Bring back Sterling K. Brown.
Yeah, Sterling K. Brown
Oh.
does good work.
In this universe, his brother didn't stab him in the chest. That's
Yeah.
not a bad idea. Okay, actually, all right,
Yeah.
Derek, you get some points. All right,
Yeah.
don't spend it all in one place.
I'll try.
That's a great idea. Bring back Sterling K. Brown from different universe. I love that idea. I hope that they do it now. I'm worried. Do we think that we'll get another Black Panther based on this concept art for Avengers Doomsday, or am I just having my hopes way too high?
I think we're gonna get another Black Panther. They can't. Honestly, I don't think
Shuri,
they
I
could do.
guess.
Well, there's like some people that like Shuri, some people that don't, and then there's a controversial side of it, but that's a whole other thing. Um, but I think they might get a new Black Panther. I think people just
Okay.
miss T'Challa a lot. And there was like hope when in the post-credit scene of Wakanda Forever, the kid was
Yeah.
named T'Challa. So there was a lot of hope for people like, oh, T'Challa's coming back.
It's not bad. Derek, what do you think?
I think so. I just think, again, there's so much happening. It's the same issue as Star Wars, I think, where it's just like the mandate to create stuff, and it's very difficult to navigate it all in a time frame that fans are going to be happy with. So, for example, like I want to see more Namor, right? I think everybody wants to see more Shang-Chi, right?
Yeah,
Like there's
Shang-Chi's not in this
Yeah.
concept art.
Yeah.
Interesting.
we're closer to just a full reboot and just forgetting those characters completely, right? Than we are to actually getting like more stories about those characters or with those characters at least. So it's just yeah, I could see there being a new T'Challa from the concept art, but realistically, how much can they manage at the same exact time?
Well, we'll have to find out. Speaking of managing things at the same time, fans of Shrek have grown up to realize that things change when you grow up. Have you guys seen the trailer, the teaser trailer for Shrek 5?
Yes.
Because people are not happy with it. In fact, they're saying that Shrek's eyes are too close or too far apart, something. He looks different, okay? I think he looks fine. That's not even the worst part about this first look. I think the worst part about this is the TikTokification of DreamWorks, but that's a whole nother podcast. But also, no one's calling out how Fiona doesn't have teeth. We don't see Fiona's teeth in this
Yo.
trailer.
Someone put a side by side of her and the actress, what's her name, that did the
Cameron
glam
Diaz?
bot. No, the what's her name? The girl that did the glam bot and like her, you couldn't see her teeth. Oh God, what's her name?
What?
She played Gypsy. She played Gypsy in the show.
Joey King.
Joey King, yes. Again, I'm terrible with names.
Aw, You
Somebody
can't
put a
compare
side-
to Gypsy Rose. No.
No,
Somebody put
Gypsy
like-
as
No.
the character though.
No. Do you remember Joey King's glam bot when she like did the thumbs up? She like whipped her head around, did the thumbs up, and like you couldn't see her teeth.
Very cringy.
People were
Worst
putting a
glam
side by
bots.
side of her and Fiona in this teaser trailer, and I was crying. Oh,
It's bad. Have you seen Joey King's glam bot, Derek?
No.
no, you gotta watch it. You'll
Let
know
me
what I'm
find
talking
it.
about.
Roll
Let me
the
find
tape.
out.
Roll the tape, and then you put it in the clip. Anyway, I just I can't defend it, but I don't think it's that bad. Okay, how old were you guys when the original Shrek came out? She's googling. Okay,
I was 1 year old.
Oh my god.
So
I'm
Stefania was a
I'm quitting.
zygote.
I'm quitting this fucking
Actually, I was.
podcast. Oh
Yes,
my
I was one.
god.
I was,
You were you just got done being a zygote. Uh,
or maybe I was two.
um,
I don't. I think I was two.
what? Okay, Derek, how old were you when Shrek came out? It was 2001. Were you
I
in
was
high
11
school?
years old.
Oh my god.
Right. We established last episode that you're old.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
I was
Forgot.
only 7. I was prime demographic, baby. Ha
Yeah. I was already having like feelings about girls. I was like, oh damn, Fiona kind of hot. You know what I mean?
Hey yo,
I was like, damn,
hey.
I wouldn't turn her into Farquaad either. Shit.
Listen, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think we are looking at rose-colored glasses and how the animation looked back then. Back
Oh
then,
yeah.
it was great. It was incredible. And now that we have better things, our our brains filled in a lot of gaps. Okay, here's the best example of this. Go look up the dog from Toy Story 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my little kid brain, that was a real fucking dog.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Sorry,
Yeah,
I just
see?
I just saw the glam bot.
It's bad. We
Yeah.
love Joey King, but
Yeah.
some things you just gotta
Yeah.
try again.
Yeah. Shame
bad.
on what's that guy's name? The glam bot guy.
He
Shame
didn't
on that
tell
guy.
her to do that. It's like do
Yeah.
whatever you want. I would have done that too, to be honest with you. Anyway, back to Shrek. I think animation's gotten so good that we forget how good it was, or how bad, not bad it was, but how far we've come. That's a better way of putting it. You know what I mean? Or that it was state of the art back then. Okay, it was really state of the art.
Listen, everyone's got Botox now and Ozempic, and they reflect it in the animation. Okay.
You think Shrek is on Ozempic?
People were making jokes about it. Not Ozempic, but like, bro got Botox for sure.
No, he didn't. He's wrinkly. He's
I know
just
he's wrinkly.
old.
Yeah, I know he's wrinkly, but like
Yeah,
he
but
looks smoother.
Yeah, he
Real
looks good. He
smooth.
looks good. He's moisturizing.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Maybe it's
The
genetics.
swamp.
Maybe
The
it's
swamp
the mud.
moisturize? I don't
Maybe it's
know.
the mud.
I feel like we're really freaking out. Did you guys see like how people were like they feminized Shrek's face, this, that, and the other? I'm like, that's eugenics. Don't do
Yeah.
that.
The
Don't do
feminization
that.
of children's media.
One day we're gonna have a whole podcast about how eugenics just slipped itself into everyday use, and we need to cut that shit out. Anytime, okay, this is Justin's Black History Corner. Every time you see someone comparing skull shapes, that's eugenics.
That's
Because here's
racism.
why. Back in the day, back in the olden days, they used to justify the slavery of black people by saying that we could endure more pain, our skulls were smaller, and therefore we had less human traits, etc., etc. They measured our noses in the back of our skulls, and it was all bullshit. Because when you put two skulls together from two different races, you can't tell the races apart because it's all eugenics. So when you see that shit, call it out. That's the end of Justin's Black History Corner. Anyway, I'm not worried about Shrek 5. I don't know. Are we gonna get Justin Timberlake back as that one prince? Remember that?
He was a prince?
When?
Yes, Justin Timberlake was in Shrek.
Which one?
He was the prince. Wait,
Prince
you guys
Charming?
don't remember Shrek 3? No. In Shrek 3, Fiona's dad croaks. Get it? Because he does. And Shrek is going to become the king. And he's like, fuck no. We got to find the next in line. And so they find Justin Timberlake. Shrek the Third.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. I remember. Oh, with King Arthur. The sword. Yes.
Yeah, you don't
Oh.
remember this?
Yes, I remember.
And then there was and then Donkey and like Puss in Boots switched bodies.
Yes. I forgot about King Arthur. Wow. Or
Wow.
Prince
Yeah.
Must have
Arthur.
been in the Zygote days. I don't know.
Well, I was
She
7
was a
years old.
toddler.
I was 7 years
7?
old.
So
when this movie came out.
my Shrek 1 is your Shrek 4,
The
Shrek
third.
3?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Are we old? What the fuck?
I was, I was
Hey,
20 years
listen.
old.
I'm seeing things now that's like, am I old? So you're not alone.
Proud of you. You're doing big things. Anyway,
Thank you.
I think that's it for our show. I think that's all the topics that we got. Right? Am I missing anything?
I just want to say the biggest thing for me about the Shrek thing is not about the animation or anything, but is that they titled it Shrek 5 instead of 5 HREK.
I think they're gonna do that. They're like the same way Five Cream was a thing.
Wait, like Scream?
It's great.
Yeah,
Five
Five
Cream?
Cream.
Yeah,
Well,
they
then
have to.
Then they did seven. They put the 7 in there at some point, right?
It's Five Cream. Then there's, you know what I mean. You fuck it. Let's get the fuck
Fans
out of
four
this show.
stick.
Wait, what
Fans
happened in
forced it.
what happened in the fourth one?
Shrek the
4.
Fourth. I think it was
Yeah.
Shrek 2, Shrek the Third,
Uh-huh.
Shrek
4.
Forever.
It was just Shrek Forever After.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
right, the troll-looking guy,
No, Rumpelstiltskin.
the one with the red hair. Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
Shrek is an ogre, not a troll.
That's our show, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Justin.
I'm Derek.
I'm Stefania.
And this was still scrolling. Good night. Go home, everyone.